Oh.
These are fucking magic. Not
Hey, welcome back to Sitting with Ashley. I'm Ashley. I'm leaving that because that was divine timing. So my my YouTube just stopped working as I was sitting. That's funny. As I was sitting down to create this reading, we're gonna do it. What's your calling reading? And all of a sudden, YouTube stopped working. It's not connecting to the internet. Nothing's wrong with my router. But for some reason YouTube, I tried a couple other apps on my TVs and they're not working. So I just tried TikTok and that's what you heard when I I am a little fucked up, okay? We all are. Anyway, hi, welcome. This is a What's Your Calling reading. We're gonna do so TikTok's working but YouTube isn't. So I don't know. I'm gonna record this. I'll upload it when I get my YouTube privileges back. Are we back? I apologize that there's no background music. Makes me crazy, but YouTube is not working. I wonder if Netflix. I tried PBS Kids for Nile and it won't work either. This is what I'm getting on my phone on YouTube. Like nothing will load. And on my TV, I'm getting no connection. Don't mind the mess. Juggling a lot of shit. Let's try Netflix, just because I like background music or sound. Shit's annoying. They can't take YouTube. Are they taking YouTube? I'm gonna be so fucking mad if they take YouTube. The cards coming out are funny. Okay, so there's a lot of like Freudian. I wonder what's going on. Maybe this is at like a town level or something because Netflix isn't working. But like there's my router lighting and everything is just fine. Netflix has encountered an error. Retrying in 29 seconds. What is going on? Is the internet down? Is this it? Is this the end? I don't know. I don't know if you guys are gonna see this if I upload it on YouTube and YouTube is still gonna do the reading. Anyway, okay, this is a What's Your Calling reading. Technical difficulties happen. 1 second. Retrying connection now for Netflix. Okay. Alright, so we have support. Your life purpose fully supports you. So what's your calling reading? If you're new here, hi. I'm Ashley. First of all, I'm a little eccentric, or a lot of bit eccentric. Anyway, what's your calling readings are for folks who are ready to fully step into their passions and leave capitalism behind and help participate in building this new world. We all have been given certain skills, gifts, passions, resources, geographic locations, education, or knowledge about certain things. Including struggles and challenges, so that we can grow through those things and become the best version of ourselves and support others in that as well. So that is what your calling readings are about for folks who are in the beginning stages of reconnecting to their passion, to who they are, healing yourself, whatever, and wanting something different than what everyone in your whole entire life and the system has told you is necessary or available. Okay, so whatever you feel like you want to do, you are supported. Also, one of my biggest drops of knowledge or wisdom is that the universe will always provide for those who are doing the work for the universe. And at these times, remember that we're living in prophetic times, right? We are witnessing what ancient cultures have always told us was going to happen. It's written in, all the varying religious doctrines, or documents and everything. We are here in these times, and I believe, you don't have to believe this, but I believe that our soul is here for a reason in these times, and our body is just this container for our soul. And so what we are here to do is to anchor in ways and solutions to uplift humanity, uplift beings who are alive, including the planet. My computer just did something weird. What is going on? That was weird. It just totally blacked out. Am I being surveilled? Whatever, as long as his tablet still works, I don't care. Counseling, you heal with kind words, wise advice, and an empathetic ear. So you may be the support for others. You may be in a counseling role for others, whatever. I'm just gonna pretend like everything's good. Okay. Children, your life purpose involves helping children, or helping, teaching, and healing children. I am also in this boat. I think as adults, it's really important that we turn into the people that we needed as kids and become those safe spaces for the next generations. That's what I really do my best to encapsulate every single day, is thinking about the kiddos, thinking about who I needed and being that person for them. Right? Yeah, for sure. This, we have, I usually do 10 of these initial energies. And so we have 7. So let me just get all 10 and then I will continue going. I apologize for all of the logistical errors happening. I hate silence. Oh god. It reminds me of that movie I've never seen, A Quiet Place. I know it's a scary movie, which is why I've never seen it. There's nothing wrong with my internet. Everything is connected. Downfall of the Porn King? Ew. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 more. That's more than 2. I'm gonna take this one and this one. Okay. Okay, so support, counseling, children. Then we have school. The answer that you are seeking involves going to school. You know, that could be YouTube University if it starts working again. Hopefully I can upload this video. And then we have teaching. You inspire young people to learn. I believe that as long as we are alive, we are all learning. So the young can also include old folks if they are willing to learn, okay? We have infinite abundance. You are fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine life purpose. What I already said about the universe will always provide for those who are doing the work of the universe, which is to uplift humanity. Everyone has a different mission within that. And that's what these readings are here to help you discover about yourself. God, it's only been 7 minutes. Crystals, your connection to crystals and gemstones is a channel for healing energy. If you've never started working with crystals or things like that, highly recommend. They can do incredible healing. Think about how old rocks are. Jesus, sorry. This is a fluorite. I have a lot of crystal balls. I invested in those this year for myself. But fluorite is like a superpower for your intuition, third eye, your opening of your crown chakra. Here's a moonstone. I've got a lot of different stones. Not all of them are balls. Here's a shungite. Shungite helps protect from like 5G waves and stuff. So start exploring that. If you want to explore that without buying the crystals, get the Crystal Bible by Judy Hall, I think her name is. She also did an oracle deck about crystals. But the Crystal Bible is a wonderful book. That's how I started. It gives you a breakdown of everything, like even the chemical or like mineral components of each crystal and how they affect different parts of your body and different ways of healing and stuff like that. So highly recommend the Crystal Bible by Judy Hall. No, I'm not related to her. That's also my last name. Anyway, time to decide. Make a decision based on your heart's truest desires. Okay. Freedom. You're free to do what you choose. I say all the time in all of the readings I do, well, not all of them, but a lot of them, you are always one decision away from an entirely different reality for yourself. You are, again, the person in charge of making those decisions within your body, okay? Healer, you have the spiritual gift of healing and a desire to share it with others. over that talent level. Literally, I was just listening to Mumford and Sons and it stopped. I think I already said that. I don't know, because I started recording right when the music stopped. And then I had to start this one over. Whatever, I'm just going to record them. We'll upload them when we can. I'm wondering if I'm being surveilled. Hopefully not.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. So weird that it's just not working. Everything else is. That makes no sense. This is the Sacred Rebel deck, so this is going to bring up some energies that you either need or are working through. Follow your own rhythm, trust yourself. Those are the same vibe. You know, a lot of us aren't encouraged to do that when we are indoctrinated into this system. Yeah, the Sacred Fool. Yeah, this is all about trusting yourself, allowing yourself to make your own decisions. Maybe you have overbearing or controlling family members. I did too. I had to go no contact with my family. And since then, I went no contact with my mother last year, about a year ago, and I've made incredible strides in my life since. And I was no contact with everyone else before that. So maybe you need to do that. Maybe you need to let go of some people who are hindering your growth. Don't let anyone tell you what is right for you. Only you're the only person that knows what you've been through, know how you feel about things, right? You're the only person that knows everything about you. So reclaiming your agency is definitely a huge part of the What's Your Calling readings and process. And all of my other playlists that I have on this channel, if my channel's still available when I'm done recording this, have been put there to support your growth, to support your healing, to support your agency and reclamation. So follow your own rhythm. Trust yourself. There's a lot of animals present in that. I'm currently doing an spirit animal playlist every day. Well, not every day because I keep forgetting. Sporadically, every few days, I'm posting one of these in order. And that is under the spirit animal meanings and messages. So if you want some more insight about how the animals show up to remind you or encourage you or support you, check out that playlist. Sacred Fool, taking a leap of faith is going to be necessary for this process. Again, the universe is here to support you. Listening for truth, trusting your intuition is a big part of that. Having a connection with your spirit realms. A good place to start would be with like a quartz crystal. Those are pretty universal for healing. If you want to work on your third eye, I already told you the fluorite or amethyst could be good for you. Start there. If you work with the higher realm chakras, the lighter stones, then you also need to have a few darker stones to support your anchoring on the planet. This is a bloodstone. It really supports the root chakra. Argonite, like an obsidian or an onyx would be good for keeping you grounded on the planet. Because when you do, open your third eye and come into consciousness, it can be a very flighty experience. It can cause psychosis, spiritual psychosis, other things. And so because crystals are here, I would really recommend stabilizing yourself with some crystals. I sleep with a bunch of crystals. I don't know, like 20 balls, like big crystal balls. I have them in my bed to support me. But I have a lot of psychic abilities, so I need support from the crystals. And then I use the moon to charge them and cleanse them, like the full moons. So if you want to get into that, go ahead. Nothing's stopping you, okay? The perfection of your life and dream a beautiful dream are both here, kind of giving the same vibe. Again, what I was just talking about, this is how you're going to feel when you start awakening. And so it's important to ground yourself on the planet, okay? You're going to be able to be receiving information quickly, right? Which is what this is speaking to. You're going to open yourself up to guidance from whatever you believe, spirit guides, passed on loved ones, ancestors, angels, whatever that is. I really don't want to have to pay for the internet to get fixed. What's going on here? I just keep checking. I'm obsessed. YouTube is what we use. But okay, so Netflix wasn't working either. I feel like this is at a town level. Anyway, okay, sorry, I keep just saying the same thing. I don't like silence at all. It makes me nervous. Which is why I have been working on my CD collection. Not that it's quiet anyway. Okay, really quick, I'm going to try and keep this at 20 minutes. These are just a couple energies that you may be dealing with, or we'll see what comes out. Action, a woman holding a coin. I totally manifested this one to come out. So this is the goal, to reach your abundance, leaving capitalism, leaving your job, finding alternative ways to pay your bills and make money. I'm not telling anyone to quit their job and become homeless, but start accumulating more ideas, right? Maybe you could do a couple different side hustles. If you can figure out ways to get passive income within your wheelhouse, right? The things that you're interested in, whatever that looks like for you, print on demand, making a couple like PDFs that you could sell, things like that. I'm avoiding my own eye contact because I really need to do more passive income stuff, but I'm still figuring it out. So anyway, whatever you need to do to get to a place of allowing this infinite abundance to flow here on the physical plane, right? What action do you need? I'm so avoiding myself. What action do you need to take to be able to support yourself financially? Passive income is something I've been working on for a long time, but I've yet to make it work, which is so funny because I've made so many products, but I'm not sure of the right place to try and sell them. So for me, that's my action that I need to do. I have a few different ebooks, I've got visuals, I've got a whole lot of stuff that I could monetize, but I haven't quite yet, and I'm not sure what my problem is. So we have Journey, an angel of love. Make sure you love yourself through this process. It's a challenge because you're going against the grain. People are going to question you. People are going to talk about you. Let them talk. It doesn't matter. You are on your own path. Door to personal healing and happiness. Make sure you walk through this door. Allow yourself to go on this journey with this love for yourself, right? Like allowing that is going to speak volumes, and a lot of times success in this culture, well, I don't call it a culture, society, is measured by wealth. But the ability to move freely, the ability to have time, the ability to make your own decisions, those are all very much equal, if not more important, to how much you have in your bank account. Yes, within capitalism, we need money to survive. The system has designed itself for that reason, by design, right? So navigating through it to be able to, support yourself, but also being able to do what you want is essential to this process. I hope this helped. I'm sorry I was a little all over the place. I'm gonna try to not go crazy today without the YouTube, and I will I will upload this when I'm able to. What is going on? This has to be at a town level because it might. Okay, I'm gonna call the company. Okay, have a good one.